Today I am going to discuss about the sources of Telangana history. What is our topic today? The sources of Telangana history. In this video, I shall give a valuable information about a brief survey on the sources of Telangana. Realistic issue was a difficult task when we are discussing about the past period. Why the difficult task when we are studying about the past period? Because we cannot get a never realistic picture about the prehistoric period. So anyway, our historians can be divided into two categories of the sources. Generally, the sources can be divided into two categories. Already you know, one is archaeological sources and second one is literary sources. One is archaeological sources and second one is literary sources. First of all, we talk about archaeological sources. Archaeological sources are the most important to the information about past and prehistoric period. Why? Because these elements denotes about what happened in the past and what type of culture should be followed by the people and what type of metals and tools are used by the people and what type of traditions are followed by the people. This type of information clearly gives from the material remains. Some of the examples of material remains are stone tools. These are clearly information about ancient human beings. Bones, plants and animal fossils, pottery pieces and iron tools are the most important material remains. And monuments, paintings, these also most important. These gives a valuable information about material remains. For example, monuments, forts, royal palaces and temples are including in the matter of monuments. These are clearly indicates about the construction style of particular contemporary period and what type of construction style should be followed in the contemporary period, like Golconda Fort, Warangal Fort, Domakonda Fort, etc. This type of forts are most popular in contemporary periods. paintings also most valuable information about the history of past period. In Telangana, Ajanta caves, 9th and 10th caves are indicates a most valuable information about the Shatavahana period. So this is information about material remains. And second one is inscriptions. The study of inscriptions is called epigraphy. The inscriptions are most popular. Why? Because they are dated documents. Generally, the inscriptions found on copper plates and stone pillars. They are written in Prakrit, Sanskrit, Kannada and Telugu languages. Here I mentioned some type of inscriptions in various periods. The first one, Nasik, Karle, Nanagat, Battiprolu. These inscriptions are issued by the rulers of Shatavahanas. Shatavahanas are the first rulers in our Telangana region. They are issued many inscriptions by their monarchical orders. Some of the most popular inscriptions are here mentioned. One is Nasik. This inscription tells about the king of Gautami Putra Shatakarni. And Karle and Nanagat. Nanagat inscription tells about the information of first Shatakarni. So the contemporary period of Shatavahanas and inscriptions written in Prakrit language. And Bengal inscriptions tells about the information of Chalukyans. And most popular inscriptions during the time of Kakatiyas are 1000 Pillar Temple, Bayaram inscription, Motupalli, Palampet and Chandupatla. These inscriptions are most popular during the time of Kakatiyas, and these inscriptions tells about the valuable information about Kakatiya rulers, especially Motupalli and Chandupatla. Inscriptions tells about Ganapati Deva and Rani Rudrama Devi. Especially the Chandupatla inscription is near by our Nalgonda town. It is located Chandupatla village near Nakrekal town. This inscription tells about the information of the death of Rani Rudrama Devi. Okay. Now we will go to numismatics. What is mean by numismatics? The study of coins is called numismatics. Coins also a most valuable information about the prehistoric and past period. These are made by a composition of metals like gold, silver and copper. Especially the economic conditions are denoted by the coins. It is the special feature of the coins. Some of you are mentioned important coins during the time of Shatavahana period. One is Karshapana and the second one is Suvarna. Karshapana is the silver coin and Suvarna is the gold coin. It is popular in the period of Shatavahanas. And Kotilingala also most popular place during the time of Shatavahanas. It is now located in Peddapalli district. A number of coins are found in Kotilingala. These coins are clearly indicate about the first part of Shatavahana rulers. And Chalukyans, Kutubishais, Kakatiyas and Asabjais. Later they were also issued a number of coins, and these coins are clearly mentioned about the conditions of economic of the people and of the dynasties. And one of the most popular coin is our Telangana history, that is Honnu. It is the standard gold coin of Kutubishais. Honnu is the standard coin of gold coin of Kutubishais. And Halisikka is the not coin. It is a rupee paper currency. It is also most popular, famous during the time of Nizam Shahis. So, students, in this class, we will talk about the archaeological sources and how to useful to the study of Telangana history and how to useful to the reconstruction of the Telangana history. We can discuss in the further units. Tomorrow we shall discuss about what type of literary sources can be used to the reconstruction or rewrite of the Telangana history.